Okay, so as much as I like to build automations, use Clay, fancy workflows, and stuff like that, what you're looking at here is super important. As in, like, without a good copywriting strategy, without understanding why good copy works, none of the things that we do matter, right? So in this video, I want to do a bit of a deeper dive as to why this email got our client or one of our clients one lead for every 48 people contacted. Excuse me. So for reference, that's almost 10x better than the industry average that most people see, especially in that industry. So we're gonna go right into it. Hopefully this color code system helps you guys digest this information. So first things first is the subject line. My God, guys, my throat is cooked. I don't even smoke and I cough like this. Is really annoying. Anyways, so where were we at? Subject line. 1-star review, 3 words, that's it. And what it does is it alludes to what the rest of the email is going to be. Common misconception is people think that cold email is about selling. It is not, it's about curiosity. Can I get you to be curious enough in what I'm saying in order for you to click and go through the layers of obstacles that you have to go through? So for me, the one sending you an email, the obstacles that I have to overcome is the preview. The preview consists of the subject line and the first line. Excuse me. So that's if you want to spend any time on anything, like start by perfecting that. So 1-star review. Obviously, this should go without saying, but I will say it. The reason why this also works is because the targeting is done right. If you sent a 1-star review subject line email to, I don't know, I mean, like someone like me, like at least for now, I don't have any reviews online anywhere. I'm not gonna care. I'm not gonna click on this. I'll be like, this is a waste of my time. But in this case here, you're gonna see it's very relevant. Sorry, guys. So that's the first reason why this email worked, is because the subject line is short, sweet, straight to the point, and it connects to the rest of the email. And you'll see. So, hey, David. And here I added like basic scraping just to say that the way we accomplish this is by doing the most basic scraping possible. Not most, damn near every freaking database out there, when you download leads from it, they're gonna have the first name in there. It's just sometimes the first name is not clean. You have to clean it up. Clay does a really good job to allow you to do so. So that's the first thing I wanted to point out. Then the first line is, I was browsing through your Google reviews. That's the observation. If you say something like this, where you were doing something about them, you saw something about them, anything about them, you're already ahead of the curve. Most people will start an email like this being like, hey, David, I help companies do. Hey, David, I can do this. Where you haven't said anything about them, right? In this case, you're saying, I was browsing through your Google reviews. Okay, so now I was oh my God, where's the English? Okay, so I was browsing through your Google reviews. Does it not connect to 1-star review? And the answer is an obvious, unequivocal yes. Yes, it does. So far, this email is reading like a story. It's like, you know, you're dancing, and the dance is looking pretty so far. Then after that, we say, and it's tough seeing one like Joseph Manis's 1-star among the bunch. Ooh, stings a little bit. It's still an observation, but I color-coded it differently because this is a bit more advanced scraping. The reason being is we're name dropping someone that did leave a 1-star review. How did we find this? We found it through using Clay. Again, the point of this video isn't to walk through how we do automations, scraping right now. Right now, I just want to talk about the copy. If you want to learn how we do all of this, future videos or previous videos, whenever I decide to upload this. But this one line does a really good job at what? At completing what was alluded in the subject line, which is a 1-star review that was apparently left by Joseph Manis, right? The way we did this, just very elevator pitch-y quick, is we search the Google reviews of the lead that we're going after. We then find which ones are 1-star reviews, and then we find who left the 1-star review. In this case, it was Joseph. Boom, so far, this should make the person be like, what is this? Like, how did they know about this, right? And what this also does, the first line, the observation about them is important, but what's happening also is you're now telling them without telling them, hey, I did research about your company. Now, obviously, hint, hint, we didn't actually go and like sweep through the files to find the 1-star review. This can now be automated. can you make the argument that, well, the amount of work it took to build such system is almost the same as if it would have taken me to sweep through the files? No. But was there still an amount of work done to do this? Yes. So do people appreciate it? Clearly, otherwise we wouldn't have this kind of stat right here, right? Okay, let's keep it pushing, guys, because my battery is about to die and I really hope I can go through this video before my microphone dies. Cool. Next line is, would it be helpful if you could block reviews like that from posting while every happy client left 5 stars without you even directly asking? Now, what is this doing? It's a dream outcome question. Like, for example, if we need to dumb this down, let's say you are obese and you come to me, I'm a personal trainer, and I say, well, would it be helpful if you're able to fit through the suit that, would it be helpful if you were able to fit through the suit that you want to buy to go to your best friend's wedding? Would it be helpful if you were able to fit through the suit that you want to buy to go to your best friend's wedding so you can hook up with your best friend's wife's maid of honor? The answer is yes, it would. That's what you want. That's what you're thinking about, right? So the dream outcome question is a really good one because it makes them think. Now, this is the point where you want them to think about the dream, but at the same time, in this case, this line was great. I'm almost 99% sure Balsha wrote this. Balsha is our COO, because not only does it allude to a dream, but in a way it's also mentioning the problem, which is, where is it? Blocking reviews like that from posting. That's the pain. Like, I don't want these kind of reviews to be on my site. Following that with, how do you say this? Flenge Law used our product to add 27 5-star Google reviews in under a month while blocking 2 bad ones. My God, this is the best social proof you could leave. Why? This does a couple things. One, the reason why it's there is because you want to try to gain some trust here. They still have no idea who you are, by the way. So far, they don't know who you are, which is a good thing. They should only know who you are towards the end of the email. Now, the reason why this is good is because it also quantifies the social proof. Look at the difference between me saying, hey man, I promise you I can help you make a lot of money, versus, hey man, I've helped people like you. Actually, let's be more specific. Let's say people like you in this case is you are a high school teacher. I don't know. I've helped 5 other high school teachers increase their yearly salary by 10% in just 3 months of consulting with me. Oh my God. You know, it does a way better job at doing the uppercut and knocking you out because it quantifies. That's human psychology. People just resonate more when numbers are being thrown around. You don't just help a lot of people, you help 3,366 people, to be more specific, right? But then here at the same time, what makes this really good is the offer is a killer offer, to be fair, because not only are you adding 5-star reviews, you're blocking the bad ones. A bit of a unique case, as in like, this is up to you, whoever's watching this, if you have a really good offer, it helps, you know, because if it was just Flench Law used our product to add 27 5-star Google reviews in under a month, good, but while blocking 2 bad ones, great. Last thing to also note is the timeline. Jeff Bezos famously says this, like, people want things fast. So if I help you make more money, if I help you make 10% more money, that's great. But if I help you make 10% more money in just 1 month, incredible, right? So that's why you say here in under a month, awesome. And then we finish the email by saying, if I said I'd help you land 5 stars on the house, so for free, would you tell me you would try it? Ooh, why does this work? We're not asking for an email. We're not asking for a meeting. We're not asking for something big. We're actually asking if we could help them out, right? Again, the entire point of cold email, especially the first touch point, is to draw curiosity. If you receive an email like this, and you have a 1-star review, right? Like in the advanced scraping section, you will reply to this. Again, clearly based on the stat that I mentioned here, okay? So this is why this email works. And this is the skeleton that you want to aim for. And this is how you should be building go-to-market motions. You should be working backwards. You should be coming up with an email like this, like actually write it down, and then divide it like that and say, you know, how can I work backwards? First name is pretty obvious. That's the easiest thing to figure out. The observation, this one, you 9 times out of 10, you actually don't need AI. This is your brain thinking of the strategy and just writing it out. Advanced scraping, a little bit more complicated. The dream outcome question, that's actually all you can just like iterate with A/B testing of how you want to say this, but you don't necessarily need to use AI in this case. Social proof, that's going to be for most of the use cases the same, because the only time you want to change it is if you have so many social proof for different audiences. Then you can say something like, if the lead is in said industry, then instead of saying Flench Law, which is clearly a law company or company in the law industry, then you would use another company in there that would resonate with them a little bit more. But for the most part, the social proof should be engineered like this. And then the lead magnet or the soft call to action is also something that you would just come up with by yourself. So if you've noticed, the big chunk of the AI use case in here and between us, in most cases, is going to be in the observation, right? That's the part that's very challenging, because if you lose them in the beginning, none of the thing you mentioned at the bottom really are going to matter, because they're not even going to bother open your email and read it, right? So that's the breakdown of this email. If you'd like to see how, we built a clay table to do the advanced scraping of this, leave a comment down below. If you also enjoyed this kind of breakdown why this cold email works, I could do a million of these, because there's so many different cold email strategies out there, so many different building blocks that we've done. And if you like this format, also let me know, obviously. Okay, that's it. Back, ciao.